friends. So I have another St. Patrick's Day DIY for you here today. Today we are going to be making some cute little tapered candle lights. I'm actually making them for my bay window in my formal living room. I like to put something festive in that front window, and I thought that making some cute little lights would be cute for St. Patrick's Day. So I've actually started one already. So I'm actually going to be making two of them, but I'm only going to be showing you the supplies for one. I have the other one kind of prepared somewhat over there. But these are the items that you're going to need, and this all comes from the Dollar Tree. I grabbed one of these large glass beer stein style mugs, and it's a pretty tall one, so you're going to need one of those. I'm also using one of these battery operated flickering flame taper candle. And so I've got two of those. Again, like I said, I'm doing two of everything. So if you wanted to do two, just double this up. I also picked up these little LED string lights. There's 10 of these little clover string lights, and they're battery operated. So I picked up 2 packs of those. I picked up another little pack of the St. Patrick's Day gold coins, and it's a pack of 30. I also picked up some of these foam shamrocks, and this is a pack of 12. I'm not going to obviously use all 12 of these. I'm going to probably use some more for other decorating for St. Patrick's Day, but I'm going to at least use one per mug or one per glass. Then I grabbed this cute little, it's a doorknob hanger, but I'm not going to use it as a doorknob hanger. I'm going to actually be taking it apart and using just the little bells on the ribbons that are here. And then I have some gold glitter, and this is, I believe, from Hobby Lobby, and it is just regular gold glitter. And I've got some Mod Podge over here that I'm going to use, and a flat brush, and some hot glue, which I've got plenty of hot glue. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, so first thing that we're gonna do is we are gonna take our pillar candle out of the packaging, and you'll notice that the bottom of these pillar candles screw off, and you can put your batteries right inside here. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to take my Mod Podge, and usually when I use Mod Podge, I'll just pour a little bit in the cap, just like that. And I'm going to take my paintbrush, and I'm going to paint a thin coat covering the entire white portion of the candle. And then what we're going to do is we are going to, after we get all of the Mod Podge on the candle, then what we're going to do is we're just going to sprinkle it with that gold glitter and set it aside to dry. So I'm going to go ahead and do this one, and you guys can go ahead and do yours. And when it's done, this is what it's going to look like right here. It's going to be all glittered, just like that. Okay, so while our candle sticks are drying, we're now going to take our glass beer mug, and I'm actually going to lay mine on the side. I'm going to pick out a foam shamrock, and I'm just going to take one like this, and I'm going to put some of the Mod Podge on the back of the shamrock because we're going to stick this shamrock right to the front of our glass. So I'm just going to cover the whole back side of the shamrock with the Mod Podge. Just like that, just so that there's enough to hold the whole shamrock down. And I'm just covering the entire surface. All right, so once I have all of the surface covered, I'm gonna flip it around, and I'm gonna place it on the top of my mug, just like that. And I'm gonna kind of just push the edges down so that they all stick flat to the glass. And you might need to just hold it for a second just to make sure that they're all the edges are down. And then what you're gonna do is you're just gonna let that dry. So I'm gonna go ahead and let this dry just for a little bit. And then when that's done, we're going to glitter the rim of our mug. So we're going to have the little glittered heart on the front, and then we're going to have a gold glittered rim around the top. So there's my Mod Podge rim, and I'm also going to make sure that I get the top as well because I want the glitter to cover that top portion just like that. And then we will get our glitter, and we're just going to just like that. All right, so while my 2 glass mugs are drying, I am going to take apart this little door hanger, and just gonna pull the tag off. Now this little thing, all the little ribbons are just hung by like a little piece of, it's almost like the wire that wraps around a bag of bread. And you can either snip that off. Okay, so I snipped my little wire that was holding this all together, and it looks like there's maybe just a little bit of hot glue or something that's holding this little bow on. You can just kind of pull that apart. I basically want to get these little bells on the ribbons separated, just like this, because we're going to put these little bells on the ribbons. We're going to attach these to our mugs. So this is actually what you should have. You should have 2 little ribbons with bells on the end, and then I ended up having 1 little extra one too. So I'm just going to set those aside. And then what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take one of my mugs that is already dry. So here's one that's already dry. The little shamrock is already dried on the front of it. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my little LED string lights. Now I put some batteries in these already, so when they are lit up, that's what they look like lit up. I am going to take some hot glue and put on the back side of the little battery box right here, and I'm going to take that and I'm going to glue it right to the inside, right behind the handle right here, with the little on-off switch facing towards the center of the mug, so I can just reach in and turn it on and off along the edges. Stick that right in there, and I'm just gonna hold it. Again, I want it on right up against the side where the handle is, just like that. So now I can just reach in and turn that on and off, just like that. I'm going to take my one of my little LED flickering taper candles. Now the bottom of these screw off, so you can unscrew these just like that, and you can put your batteries in here. I don't have any batteries in mine yet, but what I'm gonna do with this one is, because it will unscrew, I'm gonna put some glue on the very bottom right here, and I'm gonna stick that right to the center of my mug. So just a little bit of glue on the bottom. So what I can do when I want to replace the batteries is I'll just be able to hold the candle and twist it. I'm just going to place it right in the center and kind of just hold it in place. Okay, so now that my taper is glued in here, now when I want to put batteries in it, I can just untwist it just like this. And I can pull it off, put the batteries in, and then put it back in and just screw it back into place. So the bottom is glued right to the bottom of the mug. Okay, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take some of our coins, and I'm gonna split these in half. So I'm gonna put about half of them in this one and half of them in the second one that I do, and I'm just going to kind of just scatter them in at the bottom, just so that they kind of cover the white of the white portion of the candle that was glued to the very bottom, just like that. All right, now I'm gonna just wrap my wire kind of around the taper candle, and I'm going to push these little lights right down inside the mug so that they kind of all wrap around the little candle. those all down in there nice and good. So now when we turn it on, we've got like a green glow inside there, and then we can also turn the pillar candle on up at the top. So now we're going to take some of our little bells right here, and I am going to, all I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap them inside the handle and just tie a knot. And then actually I'll probably tie a double knot. Wrap them and tie a double knot, just like that, just so they hang off the edge of the handle, just like that. Okay, now you could also take, I have a few of these little green flowers that if you wanted, you could hot glue a little green flower on top of that just to kind of hide the knot, which I think I'm going to do. These were left over from the other St. Patrick's Day project that I did. I'm just going to take a little hot glue and hot glue that right on top of that knot so you don't see the knot. So like I said, this is kind of just an easy little fun project you can do. I don't do a whole lot of decorating for St. Patrick's Day, so I thought this would be something cute that I could put in my front windows, just to kind of give it a little extra fun for St. Patrick's Day. So there it is, guys. I will show you a final picture of what they look like in my front window. Well, here they are sitting in my front window. They're really cute. I can't wait to see how they look at night because they glow this really pretty green color. But I just think they came out really, really cute. And it was such an easy, quick little DIY. And these actually would be really cute on like a dining room table as well. If you wanted to put them like on the center of your dining room table, that would be also really cute. So there it is. Hope you guys enjoyed this DIY. Like I said, it was just an easy little last minute St. Paddy's Day DIY that I kind of came up with. And if you liked it, give me a big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and check out the Valentine live video that we have posted. We're going to be doing a Be Our Valentine live. And so go check out that video and make sure you subscribe to my channel and check out my Facebook page, The Pixie Dust Housewife. Hope you guys have a great afternoon. Take care.